What are we doing, Miles?
We're making the inside of that car go into the inside of that car.
We've had very limited time to do this in too.
We've done it in 2 hours.
Hence the no filming, because we only got this car literally for 2 hours before it's about to be stripped and the shell thrown out. But Bill at On Boost said, if you can get it out in 2 hours, you can have it. So it's been an absolute marathon. But we've got some bits here. They're gonna go in. Miles has put the whole back section in. We've got some mad new chairs, front driver seats, passenger seats, which are awesome. Everything needs a good clean, but dude,
yeah,
it's like a car again.
It's mad.
All right, back to the garage, stick it all in.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
How good is it, man? That was so much work. So much work.
Get your new wheels, Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's show the people.
So these,
Oh, dude, look at you go.
these
Hold on a second, man.
are super rare 5000, for want of a better word. Perfect offset Workmeister S1 3-piece wheels. Yeah, these don't come up every day, and these popped up. And I said, this is like, I love these look awesome. But
They're a little bit, they're mad, like super functional, but they're a little plain Jane for what Super Gramps is now.
do you know where they belong on like a race car? They would look like mad, or like, you know, kind of that more racer look. This is, hello, I'm a big tough street car wagon. I got a bit of dish, which is also
A
hard to
big
do.
tough street car wagon.
Yeah, and like they got a bit of dish, which is hard to do on Subarus. 5x100. Painted the centers in a special custom Squid Juice 2, this is called. So this is the same as the color of the car, but it's actually got 4 times as much black in it. And every bolt individually painted and prepped. The wheels have been reconditioned and straightened and everything. Like, these are about the same age as the car. So for people who are into wheels, that's like period correctness.
And some people really care about that stuff, don't they? Making sure the wheels come from the same era as their actual car. Like,
yeah.
some people are really, really into that.
Yeah, and I mean, this is not a race car. This is supposed to be something that, you know, you drive every day, has heaps of power, and also looks awesome. So I'm pretty excited about putting these on. But before they go on, I've got a set of brand new brakes to go on as well, off a newer Liberty than this, which is the biggest ones you can get that will fit with these wheels on this particular car.
Yeah.
And some Hell braided brake lines, and then it's ready to drive around.
Should we have a look in the boot, Martin?
Nah, don't do that.
Can I have a look in the boot?
you can if you want.
I'm going to have a look in the boot, Martin.
No, I swear the car's ready, like it's good to go.
Yeah, man, it's super finished.
No,
Super ready to go.
it's good to go. I'm just going to use my boot handle.
Oh, is this...
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, wow.
So all that still has to go onto the car. So Miles gave me a hand putting some of the interior back in, but there's still
What a legend. Thanks, Miles.
quite a bit missing. Yep, total legend.
Oh, that looks awesome.
That's the wing. Got to put a brake light back in it.
That is the ball bag.
Yeah, that looks mad. And that will go, bam, back on there. And it'll start to really look like a finished car.
Dude, that looks good.
Yeah.
And these?
Yeah, roof racks. We've got to fix some of the clips on them. They're really hard to get off without braking, but we managed to get another set of those off a wrecked car, and they'll go back on as well. And then, man, we got to like see what it looks like.
Yeah. How long do you reckon it'll take to put everything on?
An entire day.
Yeah?
Yep.
First, jack up your car, then remove your wheels and store them for the next time you're hitting the track. We're putting in new front rotors and brake pads. It's a good idea to check the shape of them before you start attempting to jam them into the caliper on the car. We're also going to give our low kilometre calipers a coat of paint while they're off.
Next up, I'm going to change the factory brake lines to Hell braided brake lines. These are the same ones we used on our MX-5. There's a whole video on how to install these things. This kit's slightly different to the last one, but it is a 6-line kit. So often with most cars, you only need 4. You've got front, back, left, right. This one also, because of the way the suspension works, has 2 little extra ones that go from the body and down into the subframe. So we're going to install all 6 of these, and we'll have brand new brake lines.
We're replacing the factory lines as they are over 400,000 Ks old. Make sure you get good quality braided lines if you're going to do this, and invest in a flare nut spanner to make this job super easy.
How's it going, man?
Good, mate. I've got 2 brake lines to go on, and then I have to throw some brake pads in it.
Yep.
And then wheels on, drop it down.
Full JDM spec, Martin.
Yeah, well, it
Your
is
wheels.
actually. It is legitimately proper JDM, which is cool. Not that I really care if it's JDM specifically, but it will suit the car nicely. The offset is perfect. The width of the tyres is perfect. There'll be no rubbing, but it'll sit nice and low and over the guards. Should be mad.
So close, man.
Yeah, I know. And then I've got to put like, see this stuff, there's like just little things like those mouldings have to get painted separately, so they were painted afterwards. And they have to get put back in and glued on, the wing, the rear garnish, and then it is done.
You've put so much work into it, man. You should be proud.
I'm getting that really excited feeling now, because like,
It is really close, isn't it?
I want to put it all together and then wash it and dry it and then put it out in the sun and get some mad shots of it. It's going to be good.
There's only a few small things left to do to finish the car. The calipers are on so the pistons can be wound back and new pads installed. The wheels fit perfectly over the brakes, and with them bolted in place, the freshly painted custom wheel caps can be snapped into them. We're reversing the mesh on the JDM grille from the front to the back for a not stock look. With the tailgate garnish and wings snapped in place, we're done. After a brief but curable incident of owning a Polo, I got myself back into a Subaru Liberty. We called this one Gramps. It was ugly but fast and practical, and I loved it. Which makes sense. Practical but fast wagons have been a choice of mine since I got my license. Some kids have pictures of supercars on their walls. For me, it was one of these, which I finally got after a few false starts and an engine swap. They called them a wolf in sheep's clothing, a car that can do everything, that's just as at home towing a boat down the coast as it is on the drag strip or lapping Hondas at a racetrack. Even though I'd owned a number of these type of cars, none had ever stuck. This was going to be the car that changed all that. It'd be built exactly how I wanted, painted to look brand new and ready for anything. This all-wheel drive machine would be ready for rain, snow, dirt, and anything else we could throw at it. But it wasn't to be. With the help of some of my closest mates, we came up with a new plan. A plan to create my dream car, one that had been out of reach up until now. It wouldn't be something you could buy from a brochure. It would take the collective expertise of a lot of people. It would be something that could only be built with a heap of time, skill and effort. Along the way we learned, bolted, laughed at dump chooks, welded, cut, oiled, exploded and tuned until the wheels were turning and making power. A lot has been put into this project, but every time I get in Super Gramps and take it for a drive, it's giving back. Modifying cars is about expression, about being inspired to make a car a certain way to improve your life, learn and grow while you're doing it. So while this may not look like a typical car you'd see on a poster, to me it's a perfect, understated and stupidly fast supercar.